some of the inserts they have was of some of the games that we played. And actually, the fans, when they came to the game, they were all dressed, incidentally. I mean, they didn't come to the game with jeans.
They wore their Sunday best.
They were dressed down when they came to the game. And they stood up most of the game. Because the game was exciting, and we really made it exciting. The kind of thing that, stealing bases, for instance, in the instance of me, 1 year I stole 49 bases out of 50 attempts. Whoa. That was my trade, and they called me the thief, and I didn't mind. But it made the game exciting. And today, you don't see people stealing home plate.
Why?
Or, they just don't do it anymore. It's just not done. But during that time, everybody was standing, and there was always something happening, something great happening.
I also heard that there were all kind of intimidation tactics that you all used, where all the outfielders would come all the way in.
Well, Satchel Paige, those are some of the stories of Satchel Paige. Satchel Paige, well, he was really good. And particularly when we played some teams, Satchel Paige, and I wasn't playing on that particular team that he did it on, but Satchel Paige would call the outfield in and send them to the dugout. All right. He got 2 outs, and he pitched to this last guy. He let him go sit down in the dugout, and he striked the guy out. With no outfield.
And I guess the audience would just go ballistic.
They just go ape. They just go crazy. But those are the kind of things that made the game viable. And today, I must just say that it's boring to some extent. Baseball is just a long, boring game. But back in those days, it wasn't boring at all.
Wow.
I mean, we just did it. But that's what we brought to the game. It was a game, and I say, when I try to think about why that blacks were so good in baseball and so much better than someone else, and you must look at the reasons and from where they came. They were sharecroppers. They were behind this mule, I guess, 5 days a week. And they played baseball, which was the really only activity they really had was baseball. And on the weekends, they played it to death. And I think that the fans came. That's why the fans came. It was a release and a relief on the weekends to come and see a great baseball game. Wow. And so the talent was certainly there.
They gave them a show.
They gave them a show, right? And that's why I say it's 2 major leagues.
We're going to take one more commercial break. When we come back, we're going to get to the business of J.Cobbin today, how he became the man that he did. Right back on the Valley Gold Show afterwards.